always call Crystal Dad, Crystal Dad. You know it was a shame that I don't know your last name? Tell me it so I can quit playing.
Where?
Brother Ware, yeah, Laddie Ware, yes, Brother Ware, okay. Yeah. His brother was my insurance man for a long time. All right, Brother Ware, I didn't get a chance to get at you last time when you was here, but good to see, always good to see you. And Miss Kipper, I call you Miss Kipper's friend. See how you make these connections, you got to get them. So, tell me your last name and I'm going to do this right. Yes, ma'am.
Anthony.
What's
Sir Anthony. Anthony.
Anthony. All right, God bless you, sir.
Hallelujah.
2 Sundays in a row. We doing this thing. You know I'm messing with you. You know I'm messing with you.
No,
Thank you.
I don't class myself as a visitor. I'm a member.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I didn't argue with that. Okay. I just want, see, it's good to be noticed. We want to notice people. Thank you. Thank you for your membership, Sister Anthony. All right, 1 Peter chapter 4. I'm going to start reading at verse 7. I'm going to read all the way, I guess I'm going to read 7 through 11. 1 Peter chapter 4, starting at verse 7. If you all can stand if you can for the reading of God's word. And he reads 1 Peter chapter 4, starting with verse 7. Now the end of all things is near. Therefore be serious and disciplined for prayer. Above all, maintain an intense love for each other, since love covers a multitude of sins. Be hospitable to one another without complaining, based on the gift each one has received. Use it to serve others as good managers of the varied grace of God. If anyone speaks, it should be as one who speaks God's words. If anyone serves, it should be from the strength of God provides, so that God may be glorified, Jesus Christ in everything. To him belong the glory and the power forever and ever. Amen. Let us pray. Gracious Father, I thank you for your word, and I ask now that you speak through me. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in my sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Amen. Amen. Seated. What I want to do for the next 4 weeks is I want to do a series. And I don't often do series, but I think I need to do one on stewardship. So I'm going to be talking about stewardship for the next 4 weeks. And I want to talk about stewardship because we haven't kind of hyped it up, but we're getting ready to hype it up. 1229 Logan, that church building is where I want to be.
All right.
And let me say this, because I want to, so I might be all over the place, because the Spirit of the Lord is here. I'm trying to stay on this, but I need to understand.
Yes.
Sister Pardue made a good point, and she talked about being fully vested. Sometimes some companies, 5 years, 10 years, 6 years, whatever, you gotta be, it's good to be fully vested. It's good to stay somewhere until it's time to go. And oftentimes we're so impatient, we don't stay long enough to reap some of the benefits that are necessary. And I told y'all a while ago, and so when I say I want to be at 1229, know that this is not I that's speaking. I'm not speaking out of my own selfishness. Because if any of y'all know me, y'all know I'm a team player to the max. And I like to do stuff as a family, as a group. So I'm not making a decision isolated on, and I think y'all would give me the power to do so, but I wouldn't dare manipulate my power or take my authority to make decisions that affect everybody like that. And so I want to be at 1229. I think we should want to be there because I think it can accommodate what we need to do.
Yes.
But in order to do that, it takes money to buy land.
Amen.
That's what Mother Foster used to say in my old church. And so I want to talk about stewardship because the first thing we think about stewardship is money, but I'm going to twist it up on y'all. But I'm giving you all a heads up. I want to do a capital campaign in February.
Okay.
Y'all hear me? A capital campaign. A capital campaign is just a huge campaign to raise a certain amount of money. We need to raise, let me be inclusive now. We need to raise $150,000.
Okay.
We got 3 months. I wasn't going to be funny and say one for the Father, one for the Son, one for the Holy Ghost. That's the church that said I'm just playing, but I am serious though. We got November, December, and January to start planning what we want to pledge to this building that we get ready to get. And so in the process of doing that, we also want to. How many of y'all know that sometimes churches are notorious for taxing their people?
Amen.
We tax our people to death. Tax. What I mean by that, we always pull from this pool. I want us to be strategic and start talking to some of your friends. I'm here to talk to my friends. I've been pastoring for 15 years, and I have never, ever asked any of my friends for any money for our church. Ever. I got some friends. They can make a little bit of change. But I was trying to be strategic because you never want to seem like you begging. But are we really begging when you're trying to build God's kingdom?
Amen.
And so that's a whole matter of mindset. And so what I think I want to do, I want to talk about stewardship so we'll understand. We're not a greedy church. We don't preach money. We take one offering. Whether it's $10 or $1,500, we take one.
Amen.
Those who sat around the table when Proverbs was formed, I said we taking one offering.
Amen.
We're not going to come back and say, oh, we $39.15 short. Can y'all help me? Y'all may not have experienced that foolishness. Well, I have. God will purpose in your heart what you need to give.
Yes.
He's going to purpose in your heart what you need to give in February.
Right.
Listen to how the service went. Sister Rourke said when you try to do it yourself, even when you got the resources on paper, if God doesn't want it to happen, it won't happen.
That's right. Amen.
Ask me how, I know. Me and Makeda made more than enough money to pay our mortgage, to be qualified for all the things that we wanted, but we still got denied because of some things we did because we made foolish choices. Oh, y'all don't want to. This is real talk. How in the world we can't get it? We can afford triple the rent, triple the mortgage. But because of your decisions, the irresponsibility, paying your bills on time. I haven't preached in a while, so I got to get all that stuff out. The saints are living such raggedy lives.
My God, help, Lord.
Sister Orr testified. Did y'all hear her testimony? Well, if you didn't, I had the same conversation with 3 other people. Why go to church? I see them in the places that I'm at doing the same thing that I'm doing. What's the difference? I'm not going to church. The church is full of hypocrites. Liars, thieves. That's what folks are saying about the church. My question is, and my hope is, when they say those things, it does not apply to you.
Right.
Oh, gee, I'm human. We are human. I believe the streets are wise enough to give us a break if they say one-time behavior.
Right.
Y'all gonna make me preach this for real, okay? I believe the streets understand that we can have a bad day.
Right.
You may give somebody the finger, or you may cuss somebody out, or you may do something slick. In a moment of high escalation in your behavior. But I believe the saints is having the conversation I'm having with folks. They have seen a consistent trend of behavior that happens over and over and over and over again. So what they are equating is this behavior is a lifestyle. It's not just a one-time thing. You clown it all the time. You can hold it together from 8:30 to 10:30. You can raise our hand, run around, sing good, pray, and go home in these streets. As Sister Parker was testifying, I thought about the children of Israel when they were begging for a king because they wanted to be like everybody else. Give us a king. Samuel, give us a king. Give us a king. Give us a king. God doesn't want y'all to have a king. Give us a king. Give us a king. So they got a king. Y'all know who that king was? King Saul. If you didn't know, the first king was King Saul. And King Saul was a booger, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Well, they got what they asked for. It wasn't really what they wanted, but he gave them over to that because they wanted it so bad. I don't want us to be, so you say on one time we don't stay long enough, we also got to be careful what we ask for.
That's right.
What are you begging God for? So Dr. Austin comes back with a testimony that that's what they wanted. There could be some judgment in that. Boy, I'm preaching so good. I'm taking this. Boy, I want to listen to this, but it's good. But she want a Lexus 5. Because a Lexus is a good car. Ask me how I know I got one. It drives good. Oh boy, it's dependable. But what I like about it is she didn't settle because she got some instructions from God. I don't care. See, sometimes God don't always want us driving around in raggedy hoopties.
Say that. Yes.
See, you're conflicting me. The saints need to be humble. We do need to be humble, but sometimes God needs to put us in specific places and we need to look a certain way, act a certain way, and have certain things. That's why he wants us to be obedient so he can trust us with something.
Yes.
Everybody here can't be trusted with a Lexus.
Right. You preaching?
No. I know y'all don't. Guess what? The Spirit of the Lord is still here.
That's right.
I always want it to be some type of emotional feeling.
Tell the truth.
First natural, then spiritual. If we get our behaviors lined up,
Yes.
the sky is the limit to what we can have.
That's right.
I am tired of this indictment that the world has about the church because unfortunately sometimes we got to say it's true.
My God.
It's true. Anyway, let me try to do this. Stewardship is one of the most important concepts we can have. Webster defines it as the conducting, supervising, managing of something, especially the careful and responsible management of something entrusted in one's care. And a lot of times we think that's just money. I want to offer that we need to be good stewards of our money, of our time, of our talents, and our emotions. Let me say that again. Money, time, talent, and emotions. The way we steward our time will make a difference. If y'all think, when I was in seminary, the first class they had us take was Greek. If you ever taken Greek is the hardest class I have ever taken as a foreign language. I've taken French, I've taken Hebrew, and I've taken Greek. Greek put something on my mind. I still have flashbacks of sitting down, taking 3 hours, what they call it is parsing, and trying to interpret one sentence. Because the endings were so hard for me to conjugate and how to do the verbs and the adverbs. Because my English was weak, let's just be real. Because my English was weak, it made it that much harder to understand Greek. I don't think y'all heard me. That means there were some foundational things that were necessary before you can take a step up. You have to learn the basics before you can go to the profound or the sophisticated.
There you go. Yes.
Dr. Austin says, taking care of my husband is a ministry. You're absolutely right.
That's right.
You're being a steward of your time.
Yes.
You're putting somebody else before you. You're understanding the foundational pieces of being a wife. I married you for sickness or in health, for richer or for poor. I am honoring the covenant that I made before the people. I'm going to be a good steward. My words will match my behavior.
There you
this text, Peter is trying to help the saints because they're being persecuted. It's not fun being persecuted. We're being persecuted right now. I don't know how it makes y'all feel when somebody tells me that a pastor is foul. A lady told me that her pastor was grimy.
Oh my God.
Your pastor's grimy? Man, grimy? Don't that just feel icky?
Yeah.
That hurts my feelings. Because little do y'all know, when they talking about the pastor across town and the pastor over there, they talking about me too. They clumping all of us together. Just like the lady who said New York is evil, but she never been there. She going by what somebody done told her.
That's right.
Somebody is going by what somebody has told them about you. I ain't perfect, G. I don't care what you say. Okay, I'm not saying perfection.
Right.
That's not what I'm talking about. But the text says, love covers a multitude of sins. And with the time I got left, because I wanted to talk about being good emotional stewards of our emotions towards each other. Man, we can kill each other. We get our brother and sister down in the church and we put our foot on their neck and we turn it. I don't do that. You may never say it, but if your heart
That's right.
is deceitful and evil and happy when somebody else is going through, that is not okay.
Not okay.
I believe God requires us to show love in spite of what it looks like. We are in a church that is very transparent. I don't think y'all understand how transparent our church is. People get up and take risks all the time. I take them because I need to lead y'all in taking them. Trying to tell y'all when I get angry, when I want to fight, I got a principal, I got a client. He go to a suburb school and he's a person of color, and the principal is not doing what he needs to do. And I got to go out there. If I went out there anytime this week, you all would not have been happy. I would have been one of the ones that they talked about. Because my one-time act would not have been godly. Can I tell y'all that people can make you so angry that you really will put the Bible down and say, I don't care what happens. Gee, are you really saying that? I'm absolutely saying that because I want us to be aware of what could potentially happen. Being a good steward of your emotions says, I don't fight or deny my anger.
Right.
My anger may even be justified, but there's still a behavior that goes along with that anger that must be pleasing to God.
Amen. That's good.
So with that being said, that means when you're in some type of emotional state, you have to calm down and not be so impulsive.
Say that, man, please.
Too many impulsive saints.
Yes.
The last time I read in Galatians, one of the fruits of the Spirit is self-control.
That's right. That's the word. Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
Self-control means I can control my behavior and I will not get wow.
Yeah.
I will not do things that are not pleasing to God. I may have the emotion. Now, listen, I'm not discounting us getting mad.
No.
Because if everybody would be honest, y'all should already know that because you are a child of God, there's already a target on your chest. This Satan gonna come at you. Quit being surprised and caught off guard because somebody did something mean to you. I lied on you, I did all of that. And I'm not saying, again, listen to me. I'm not saying we just have to be emotionless. That's not being a better steward of your emotions says, I will acknowledge it. I'm helping y'all.
Yes.
Somebody gonna make y'all mad this week.
That's right.
Sunday morning service is to help us gear up and get ready for what's to come.
That's right.
Today, we don't have a lot of sinners in here because Sunday morning really is for the sinners. Okay? That's so y'all really know. Not for the saints, it's for the sinners. Wednesday night. Wednesday night. Tuesday Bible school, Wednesday night Bible study is for the saints. Being a good steward of your time. If you're going to be a strong Christian, you better know the Bible.
Better know it.
Quit trying to interpret the Bible for yourself. How can they learn unless they have a
Teacher. Say it.
I'm almost done.
That's a good stuff.
We're trying to look at the text and we're manipulating it so it can fit our little finite mind and experiences. And we leave no opening for the Holy Spirit to have free reign and to help us. That's why we need a teacher. I ain't got to go to church. I can watch church on TV. You can't watch church on TV. I'm not discounting that. But don't forsake the assembly. And I'm going to tell you why it's important. It's important for us to know that Brother Allison has pancreatic cancer. Okay? He's not feeling well. He may fake it sometime for us, but he may be feeling down. But he has enough stewardship of his time to call somebody else who is sick. Not only does he call him, but he also prays for me.
Thank you, Jesus.
He said, I can take enough time to discount what I'm going through. Because I want to minister to somebody else who needs me. So in spite of my condition, I'm not going to get mad when I pray for him and he gets healed. Oh, y'all don't hear me talking. That's the kind of church that I believe God is able to move in a mighty way because people are smart enough to put their stuff to the side and say, I want to help my fellow believer, my brother and sister in Christ. I care about them. Enough. I'm trying to be in a line with a stranger and say a familiar phrase. I'm blessed and highly favored. Y'all hear people say that all the time? That don't move you to buy them $120 worth of groceries, does it? Does it? But something in both of their hearts connected. Something in their spirit connected. And that guy was in tune enough to know somebody who didn't go to his church, who didn't do whatever, but he felt moved. Because he was a good steward. And he was open to an opportunity to bless somebody. And because he blessed her, she came back and told us. Now God is going to have one of you all bless somebody, and he may have somebody else bless you as well. That's how this thing works. And when the world, see what trips me out is the world don't ever see that kind of stuff. They don't see Christians paying for folks. And I know sometimes God tells us to do stuff in secret. I understand that. But sometimes we still have to testify. Because I told y'all I drive a Lexus, right? I told y'all that. But do you know how I got it? On May 13, 2013, my Explorer, my Ford Explorer was totaled in an accident. A person from Hope Academy called me and said he heard that I needed a car. He said, I got a car for you, but I don't want you to tell anybody my name. Not only did he give me a car, he took me to the place, paid the taxes and the tab, then he gave me $100 to put in the tank. Hold up though. When the Cadillac got jacked up, I turned around and got it fixed and I gave it to Pastor Orr. Oh, you don't hear what I'm talking about. I didn't give it to him for y'all to say how good and how great Pastor me. And he gave me the resources because he knew I needed to drive a Lincoln. Y'all laughing at that? I cannot tell you how many times people have said, man, that car fits you perfect. I'm glad you have that. Somebody even told me I can listen to you better because you're driving a Lincoln. I might say, y'all, that's ignorant. No, you got to understand how people think, and you got to understand how God works. How I'm doing, Brother A? I'm doing all right. Woo, baby. Man, I got to go. Time's up. My main scripture that I didn't even get to, my main was verse 10. I'm just going to read it.
Thank you, God.
Verse 10 says, based on the gift each one has received, use it to serve others as good managers of the very grace of God. Amen. As we continue to talk about stewardship and talk about stewardship in our emotions, it's important. Now, I haven't done baby stuff in a while. Can I tell y'all, Kamari is challenging me. We had a situation on Thursday night where he got angry and he bit me. He bit me out of anger. He didn't bite me because he was going through his development of appropriateness. He was angry, Mrs. Gregg.
Yes,
and he bit me.
Yes, he did.
And when he bit me, it hurt. So y'all, I grabbed his hand and I gave him a nice firm tap. Bam! And I would like to kill me to pop him. Yeah. But I knew it was necessary. Yeah. I had to be a good steward of my emotions. After that, guess what? I have not had any problems from Kamari since. He's a different kid right now. He gonna test me again. Oh, yeah. But what I'm saying is this. I had to regulate. Yeah. And after I popped him, I held him. Yeah. And I say, Papa, love you, but you have to be gentle. And when you get angry, you're not gonna bite Papa.
Yes. That's right.
I hugged him and I set him up and he sat there. Y'all, I was angry. That little boy, that little joker bit me, man. Got mad. We have to help our children learn how to express their emotions. I'm going somewhere. Y'all know I'm going somewhere with this. Because some of the saints just act just like Kamari. When we get mad, we want to bite. What do we want to do? We want to bite, we want to act out, we want to tantrum. And we don't expect anybody to get us in line. Oh, get ready to turn the corner and say, sometimes God needs his people to confront and tap the saints on the hand. Oh, y'all don't like that. We have to confront our brothers and sisters on behaviors that's not okay. You got to say, the text says love covers a multitude of sin. It doesn't condone it, though. You got to wrap our arms around them and say, hey, it's going to be all right, but you're wrong. That's not okay. Not okay. And that's what part of I'm talking to God. Do I come at you this morning? Yes, I am. She better be able to. God says, I give you all of these nuances and these special stories and these special insights, but you still slack. And what I hear him saying, I have to say this because you're taking heat for somebody else today, okay? For other people. You can't keep waiting on these illuminations to come to kind of snap you back into place. Amen. When somebody's heart stops beating, they shock it. They shock them. God says, quit needing to get shocked. And just just do what you need to do. What sister, did you hear Sister Rourke's testimony?
I did.
Well, what she said in essence was, when God is nudging you and telling you to do it, just do it. Quit running over the river and through the woods to grandmama's house. Go and do what God tells you to do immediately. Y'all, we moving too slow because we think we got a lot of time. That's for next week, but because, whoa, Jesus.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Amen.
You had a situation where you had to move.
Yes.
Not move, not M-O-V-E, move, not move physically, but move emotionally.
Yeah.
And you said the Holy Ghost told you to do something. You know what I'm talking about now. You did it immediately. You remember?
Yes.
Didn't it work out fine? It was a fight, wasn't it? It was hard. But you did it. The other person wasn't happy with it, but you did it. God says, I need that kind of trust with everything I tell you to do.
Amen.
These boxes of love, you better do it as if you're doing it for Him. Don't just do it just to put your name on the paper. Do you hear what I'm saying? Get the people's name, be assertive. Use the talent and the gift that He's given you to make boxes of love a thing that next year we'll do 100 boxes. But I got to make sure you can do 20. I don't think you can. Do you really understand what I'm saying? I hope you do. Because it's going to be proven. Let me tell you how we're going to prove it. We're going to do a case study. It's going to be proven by how much you come to church. It's going to be proven. Oh, come on, Jim. That's how you talking. Yeah, that's how I'm talking.
Have your way, God.
You can't keep missing. You can't come when you want to come. You gotta come. 8:30. I was talking about Greek and how hard it was. But what Greek did for the seminary students, it weeded out the weak ones. If you wasn't strong enough to handle Greek, you might as well don't try to get your MD. Because everything Greek helps you interpret the scriptures in the New Testament. Hebrew helps you interpret the scriptures in the Old Testament. You got to have that foundational piece before you move forward. If you can't do this, get somewhere and sit down. Okay? Y'all think I know 8:30 is early in the morning to come to church? And I know y'all may not think God is tallying your obedience in being here. He know y'all get a pass sometime because you oversleep. But He said, some of y'all said, I ain't coming because it's too early and I don't feel like it. When they gonna change the time? We will never get a new church to start at 11 o'clock until we get here at 8:30 consistently. I don't care how much money we raise. If you really want to be honest about it, God got the money already. He's waiting on some heart changes. Yes. Woo! Pastor, you gotta go feed. Pastor, feed. Okay, we gotta go. Okay, I want you to do communion. Come on. You can hold the tray. Come on, Pastor. Let's stand. I gotta get to another service. If we're gonna Epiphany had a grand opening there, I'm trying to get there. On the night Jesus was betrayed.